Hello and welcome back. You're watching Make Money Online, and today we'll be looking at some huge price predictions for XRP. Can it ever reach $100? Like this video and subscribe to this channel to watch more engaging videos like this one. Over the years, several analysts have come up with interesting technical analysis for XRP over time, covering its growth from lower levels to higher ones and back. It has a history of volatility of its own. Maybe not as rife as that of other cryptocurrencies, but this also meant that its growth has been somewhat slow compared to other crypto, and it may not react to the extent that other crypto would react if placed under market pressure. However, it has shown maximum dexterity for being the coin that consolidates relatively easily. In all the history of the coin, if it surges to a high, it never truly falls back to below or equal levels of its initial price. The question is if XRP can ever reach $100. Actually, yes, and even more. But it's only a matter of when is it possibly going to reach that level. It's apparent for any crypto that the hardest phase is at the cent to dollar phase. Once it overcomes that stage, its degree of growth totally changes. It then starts to make an awful lot of sense as the changes are more pronounced. For instance, if a crypto starts out at 1 cent and then surges by a whopping 800%, it means that the new price becomes 8 cents. Unless you have a large holding of XRP, like say in the millions, that surge doesn't really seem significant. If you had $20,000 worth of XRP, now you have $160,000. What this says ultimately is that it doesn't make much difference for someone with holdings of about 10 to 1,000 XRP, especially at the lower stages of single cent digits. However, it all gets much brighter when the price of the coin skips past this stage. This is where it gets rebellious. This is exactly where buying and hodling as little as 10 XRP starts to look quite good. Picture the price trending at whole numbers of at least $1. There's no doubt for a coin that often experiences huge price lifts that may ultimately get it over the line. This is a coin that has shown huge capability as surging past 1,000% and more. If its carrying capacity and potential adoption rate improves as much over the years, we could see the coin take massive leaps to price that would seem insane. We've seen Bitcoin and Ethereum grow by some insane percentages, taking in leaps as their price increased. The percentage increase also decreased significantly to levels between 100 to 300%. But then while a coin is still worth between a cent and barely above a single-digit dollar, this effect might not be that significant. From what we've seen with Ethereum this year, such leaps are more visible in cryptos that have hit quite the stride. When Ether surged 300%, its price lifted off from about $550 to close to $1,500. That's pretty huge because of its high price index. People were able to withdraw some pretty fat checks as a result. XRP itself is still not exempt from that. Despite its initial struggles, it's nearly scratching the surface of its November 2020 high of about 70 cents. We've touched on this chart before, but looking at it again, we can see a prediction of the price of XRP breaking through resistance at 65 cents. It has broken above support and resistance structures established at 52 cents some days ago. This continued to hold above the structure and is primed to surge higher towards the next resistance structure at 75 cents. The triangular yellow buy area beneath the support established at 49 cents has changed position and is now pegged at 52 cents. This could change anytime soon as we'd expect another rise in the price in the days to come. Now, it was set on a bullish setup above the new support for a probable leap towards a new target resistance set at 75 cents. If it breaks through the resistance, it's expected to reach 80 cents and above before attempting a correction at around 70 cents, forming a new support as well as a new resistance in the process. The coin is making waves in the market right now as it's about to close in on the $1 height. This is above the resistance and it's almost touching its all-time high around $3. It might seem like a fairy tale, but this coin has been proving over and over again that it is the real deal. According to CoinGate.com, the upswing to 75 cents will start to materialize as soon as Ripple closes the day above the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level, taken between the last swing high of 75 cents to a swing low of 34 cents. This is a phase that the price of XRP has to pass through, as analysts think that with the SEC lawsuit in the atmosphere, many investors might still have this fear factor about the potential of XRP. These are the investors that well and truly require convincing. Another prediction shows that at this rate, the value of XRP could rise to 82 cents by the very end of February, consolidating at 80 cents in 2021 and achieving a mean price of $2.32 by 2022. It looks more realistic as we near the end of the month, and it could as well go beyond our wildest imagination. This chart brings back some fond memories of 2017, when the price of XRP surged to $3.84. Thinking about this induces a massive feeling of nostalgia about a time when most people sold off the coin much earlier before the surge. It probably hurt them like hell to have missed the coin's bull run, which could have presented a better opportunity to earn more off XRP. With the state of things, it's hard and dangerous to sell off the coin prematurely like back then. The indicators are bullish on all time frames. The best approach is to fight the desire to sell. Refrain from ever selling the coin at all, actually. As soon as the price makes a good move, then buy a new amount of it as it consolidates at every point. It keeps you comfortable along the trend and protects you. You can also reinvest after a correction or pullback. What are your thoughts on the potential bullish run of XRP? Let us know in the comments. The price is consolidating at about 60% of a dollar, and investors are already anticipating the next step in the price progression. Is it going to be $5, or is that a bit of hype? There are several levels the price could surge to at first, or consolidate or dip before bouncing off pedestals on its way to a new high. This has to become common knowledge that from the current stance of XRP, a major surge into a whole number price is not far off. In a matter of days, we've gotten to where we are now. Looking at it, hitting and surpassing its previous all-time high of $3.84 is more achievable than ever. It will only require a surge of just about 100% of its current price to hit above $1 from where we are now. We think XRP retains the potential prospect of succeeding where other cryptos might fail in the long term. Given its alternative approach to other forms of crypto, with the acceptance of a system by a larger number of financial institutions across all the countries in the world, they will deploy it to enable their users to make cross-border transactions from their home country. XRP is most likely going to gradually rise in stock over the years and later rake in millions. Analysts predict prices to reach a range of $26 to $100. Long-term price projections put XRP at highs over $100 to $200. However, there are a series of alternative scenarios where there is a drawback after setting a new all-time high. This will provide traders with additional opportunities to open short positions after rallies have been exhausted, and open long positions when XRP achieves long-term historical support. The number of banks that are using Ripple's technology to offer better financial products continues to rise as more and more are joining the moving train and deploying Ripple's payment solutions. And this means a great number of subscribers to each bank's services will automatically be using XRP as they conduct monetary transactions in their businesses and for cross-border transfers. Hence the reason for the optimism of analysts who have predicted significant bull runs of XRP in 2021 and the years that follow. Taking all these factors into consideration, XRP-USD has some good potential given to rise higher within the structure. Therefore, it is necessary that it manages to hold up decisively within the structure itself, because when this happens, it'll move forward in consolidation before continuing on its bullish run. However, if XRP manages to bounce within the structure and move above the descending resistance line, it'll reactivate the bullish continuation and testing of remaining resistances lying higher in the structure. After that, the next conclusions can be drawn and a possible continuation fully elevated. Some analysts have predicted that with the current trend of XRP price, if it cements a new level of support, investors and traders should expect a rally to $1 after the lawsuit hearing on the 22nd of February, albeit after reaching a previous high of about $2. It's suggested that a break of 70 cents before then will set it up to go on a bullish run towards $2. Concerning the XRP price patterns, analysts expect that there will be new collaborations with more financial institutions. And a victory in the lawsuit can offer us insight into a future where the coin can actually hit $100. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. Do you think this could be the best time to invest in XRP? Let us know what you think in the comments. And while you're here, go ahead and click on one of the videos on your screen. See you next time.
Hollywood Carson. That's how it goes. Hollywood Carson.